Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the Daily Update. Hope you guys had a good day trading today. Market is down 1.7% there. On the S&P, Nasdaq did get hit much harder today with a 2.5%. Check this out, semiconductors down almost 5% today. I don't know the last time I saw semiconductor down this much. Dow 1.5% negative. Russell 2000 also got hit, down 3%. Transport 2.3%. Same with the banks. Looks like energy's green today, right? It looks like every single sectors are bloody red today, except the energy with the 0.4% positive there. Biotech also got hit, 4% negative. Healthcare 1.4%. Home builders down 3%. Utilities 1.2%. Retail's 2%. Emerging markets same. Bitcoin is down about 6.5% there. Gold, silver, miners is holding up better today versus the equities. However, silver is green print today. Actually thrived 2.3% on silver there. Dollar up, oil up, treasury bond down. VIX popped almost 20% positive today. Let's stick with the S&P 500 ETF. Spider 65-minute chart here. So this is where we close on Friday, and this is where we open up. That's a pretty significant gap down. We haven't seen a gap down that big in a while, and so it looks like we see that gap down, and that gap is continued to be opened here. It has not even been challenged by the bulls. We didn't even get close to it. So that's the first hour right here, right? Looks like came down to my long-term moving average. And then we're finding some support on the second hour. You can see right there. But I think after that gap down, bulls are not able to find any kind of strength today. That's the third hour, we lost that. And then on that fourth hour, we finally came down and filled that gap. And then there's a little bit of move because you know that once gap gets filled, gap is from right here, that island bottom gap we talked about, right? Once that gap got filled on that fourth hour, there was an attempt to make a move to the upside from the buyers right there on that fifth hour. But last hour, looks like bears came back in and pretty much erased that little bump there on the fifth hour, came back down. So you can see that, first of all, let's kind of get rid of this. Let's just call that island bottom gap has been filled. I'm going to just adjust this a little bit just to accommodate that level right here. And that's where we found support. That's at least, that's where the, market is letting us know that that's where we found some support in a micro term, at least in the last several hours. So here's the thing. This down gap is pretty significant here. If this down gap continues to be open going into this week and remainder of this month, things are going to be hectic. This is a one weapon that bears can use against the buyers by leaving this gap, protecting this down gap, and utilizing it as a selling pressure and continue to push down, right? Obviously, if you're a bull here, you gotta get up here and fill this gap as quickly as possible. Only way to find this as, any kind of a transition to the upside, you wanna make this smooth as possible. Getting up here, maybe gapping it up, turning into another island bottom. But I'm just getting ahead of myself, and I don't even know if that's going to happen at this point, at this stage. Looks like we're gonna be looking at some hectic remainder of this month of January. Because even bulls get up here and fill this gap, it's going to act as resistance. Best case scenario, obviously gapping it up. So let's kind of zoom out of here a little bit. Overall, you can see that my short-term moving average is declining right now. And so, and my mid-term and long-term is still kind of sideways, but we've been in this, non-trending, lethargic, choppy market ever since we entered 470 or so. You can see right here back in late October, ever since then, you can see that how this market has been going up and down and up and down. So really, we have not been trending. We've been moving sideways here, consolidating. And this is something that we talked about, potentially that may happen, with the S&P making about 30% run in 2021. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of consolidation or something like that kind of digest this gains. Even long term of things, I have to say this is actually a good sign. In the short term or so, to midterm, things are about to get much, much more hectic. Next down gap, I see is right here, 448 or so. I'm not sure if we're going to get there or not unless bears decide they're going to push it even harder tomorrow. But right now, you can see 456 and 454 is the level. Keep in mind, as of today, things can change as of tomorrow. As of today, we're still in the vicinity of higher low, right? You can see that. That's the sort of only if the buyers are able to bring this back up here and make that as some sort of a higher low. But benefit of the doubt continues to go to the sellers and in the short to mid-term. And also micro term, just because of the way the market closed on the 6th hour. Let's check out the oscillator and see if we can extract any more information. So the oscillator is doing its kind of weird thing again, right? Because you think, with the day like today, you think oscillator will see some sort of downturn. But you can see here, I'll show it to you right here. You can see, this is again right here. You see this? You see my cursor here? This is a Friday. And look at my oscillator. That's a Friday. And this is today. You see how oscillator did not go anywhere. Even the market is down almost 2%. And sometimes when the oscillator does this, sometimes, bulls are up to something. And bears might not want to hear that bulls are up to something. So what the bears need to do going into tomorrow, bring this oscillator all the way back down. That's what you need to do. Bring it all the way back down to the bottom of its band. And you have to mop the floor for days. You let this oscillator kind of hang around here a little bit. You see right here? You see what happened right here. There was these downturns. But this oscillator was moving sideways, not mopping. Remember we talked about this. Talked about this late December, right? So this is a little bit peculiar at this point, but nothing has been confirmed. We'll know more tomorrow. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening and good luck trading tomorrow.